Hey, this is Becky, and I wanted to walk through this worksheet of how to think like a CEO when it comes to the early access event. So we will be able to have these early access events 4 times per year, and that is where we as consultants have the opportunity to shop the new seasonal guides and the new catalogs, which is really exciting to get new products. But what I want to challenge us to do is not just to think like a customer and not just to think like a consultant, but really that top level of how to think like a CEO and be strategic when we have these opportunities to order products early. So that's what this worksheet is for. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to think about our budget. We are in this business to make money. And so while it may be really enticing to buy all of the things, we want to decide what works within our budget. And then if we're going to place that order using Marketplace so we can earn PV for incentives and team sales and director numbers, or if we have wishes rewards and we want to use it for that. Okay, then the next thing we want to do is we want to decide the order date. When is it that we are going to place the order, and then mark it on our calendar. I usually prefer to do the very first day that it's available so I can have those products in hand, because then I can do things like do videos and pictures and teasers and things like that. But again, that date is going to determine what works within your budget, and we're thinking like a CEO with this one. Okay, so this little part of the worksheet right here, and if you're in Team Limitless, you have access to this printable, is what you're going to order. And this one, it's first, but I'm going to save it for last, because what we put in these 3 categories is going to determine what kind of goes right here. Okay, so the first thing to think about with the early access event is to think about the upcoming specials. So in here, you're going to type out what we know of the specials for the next upcoming months. So we want to think about the customer special, and we also want to think about the hostess special. These are always products that we like to have in our hands. These are always products that we like to be able to go live with. When we have them on hand during a home party, or when we show them live during a Facebook party, it really allows our customers and guests to see those products. And so having those on hand is really, really important. And we usually know the specials anywhere between 2 to 3 months out. So this category is going to involve both the customer specials and the hostess specials. You're going to write those down right here. Then in this column right here, you're going to do the earned incentive. So if there was any sort of monthly sales incentive, home office is really great about making sure that we are earning as many free products as we can, that we are not our own best customer. They want us to think like a CEO as well. So you have the monthly sales incentive. You also have, if it's that time, you have the K group kits that you may have earned. And so whether you earned a spot in half K, 1K, 2K, 4K, you can go through and you can list all of those items individually, whether it was a Benjamin wallet, a Round Town tote, one of the thermals. Again, those kits are carefully designed. And what you'll probably see is you'll see some of the products here that are these upcoming specials here, which means you have them in your hand, and so there's less for you to order. Okay. You also have, for those senior consultants and above, you have the opportunity to earn the chance to purchase the opportunity kit. And so you can earn, or you can order that $99 kit or the $179 kit. That kit is available for senior consultants and above when you submit $1,000 each month and have one recruit, one new team member. If you do that 3 out of 6 months, then you'll be able to order the enrollment kit. And so I like doing that because then I can have like an enrollment kit on hand. I love doing unboxing videos with it and things like that. So if you are in a place where you can afford that, it's in the budget, I definitely would recommend snagging one of those kits. And what you'll find is that you might see these upcoming specials as well. And then you have this little category for miscellaneous events and things like that. And what I want to encourage, what I used to do when I was thinking about buying all the products, is I was thinking about, oh, I need to make sure I have all the prints available, and I need to make sure that everybody can see things in certain prints. Business Supplies has those fabric swatches. So now I'm less thinking about how do I have every product in every print, but I am thinking about what are some upcoming vendor events that I have. So I know I have like a Mom's Day boutique coming up. I know I have like a baseball opening ceremonies. I'm also thinking about holidays that I know that are coming up. So I'm going to put like upcoming holidays. giveaways that you might want to do in your VIP group, things like that. But those pieces are things that you want to have, make sure you have on hand during a Mother's Day boutique. You might want to have a certain type of product. For a baseball ceremony, I know I want to get a couple of products in the charcoal print, and I want to put like a baseball on it. For giveaways, upcoming holidays, I'm thinking about not just, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, but maybe Easter. Look on the calendar. Is there like a National Best Friend Day? And so you can get matching mini zipper pouches and like a new print. Giveaways that you want to do. Things like that. All of those things that are going to help move your business forward, you can utilize in this early access event and then have them on hand for the season. Now, depending on what you put here and here and here is going to determine kind of what you need to order. So if you're working your way through the K groups, then you probably have most of these upcoming specials. And so you can really focus on some of these other pieces as well. And what I would recommend is when you're buying these products is to coordinate the patterns and colors. So we want, when we do a vendor table or when we do a home party table, we love to have kind of that coordination so it looks like a nice magazine layout instead of, just hodgepodge here and there. So we can have this option to, grab this print and this is a matching coordinated color. Home Office does a really great job of having prints match one another and coordinate one another without being like matchy-matchy. We don't need all of one print. We can get 2 or 3 and kind of create almost like a color scheme, a palette for our entire kit. Maybe having a couple of other options available to kind of transition in and out depending on some of these events. But looking at those pieces, that's really how to think like a CEO with something like this early access event. Determining what our budget is and then deciding from there what the order date is going to be, and then looking at what to order based on these 3 columns: the upcoming specials, the earned incentives that you have to know what you don't have to buy, and then taking a look at these patterns as well to determine what goes here, and then really thinking out in the long term, the next 2 or 3 months, what are some upcoming vendor events that you have or you want to make sure that you have. What are some of these upcoming holidays that are coming up that you can have products on hand? And then what are some of the maybe smaller or even bigger giveaways that you're thinking about having? So that is how to think like a CEO with this early access event.